Hello everybody, Zed Deister Reviews here, Deister here, and today I'll be talking about some of the shows I had planned to watch. I might not watch all of these, but these are the ones that I'm thinking about watching or have been watching for the summer 2019 season. So we're here on my anime list to basically look at the ones that I'll be watching. First up is Doctor Stone. Now this one, I've got a problem with the cover. This cover just looks so wrong. I'm pretty sure somebody, I forget who, has already kind of covered his thoughts on the cover, but I have to agree, it looks like he's a weed smoker. I know that's supposed to be a flask, but it really does look like a bong. And it's so wrong, I can't stand it. But, this show is very interesting. Uh, it's available to watch on Crunchyroll, and so far it's very entertaining. It's only the first episode in, but they handle the whole fact that this character is a scientific expert. He clearly understands his history and how things work. And, it's been. The world in which this takes place in is very interesting. For some reason, humans got petrified over, and so did the birds, but not all the animals did. So, for some reason, birds and humans got petrified, and it's been 3,700 years, roughly, since their petrification. And only now a few of them are starting to break out of their stone tombs, essentially. So I'm curious to see where this one goes. It looks very interesting. Up next is a JC Staff show. Now I'll be watching all four of the JC Staff shows this summer. I really do like JC Staff. They do a lot of my favorite shows. But they've got second season of basically Danmachi, How to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon. A bit of an advertisement is already up for this one, but it has yet to air. Interestingly enough, July 13th. The JC Staff shows, all four of them, two air on the 12th and two then air on the 13th subsequently. Next is this, I have yet to watch this. This is a bit of an oddball one. It's basically called Fire Force, aka Enin no Shoboti. And so far, it is available in both dub and sub form. It appears to be one of the few shows, if not probably so far the only show that I'll be airing in dub for this season. For some reason, the companies who give out the licenses to Funimation just don't have the license to allow them to do the dubs for these shows. So that's what happened with Bokuben and possibly Kage, as well as Bunny Girl, Rascal. But, this looks interesting. You rarely see firefighting anime. You normally see detective shows, like Beautiful Bone Sakura or Ace Attorney. So it's curious to see a firefighting one. It looks interesting. Up next is the second JC Staff show that I'll be watching. Toro Kageku no Accelerator. Now, I'm a huge Sora Magical Index fan. I do plan to review potentially all three seasons of Asura Magical Index on this channel. It's just a matter of getting the scripts in, as well as just formatting it. I also plan to talk maybe a bit about some of the source material. I actually have found some of the light novels available in California, so I might be talking about how good the anime adapts the original work, as well as some of the bonuses that the show has in terms of its dub compared to the English translated light novel. I have noticed a few things that I don't like about the light novel compared to the show, or things that the show did interestingly different to the original material. But it covers the Best Boy Accelerator. Many people love him. It's sadly only 12 episodes long, but as long as Railgun still gets its 24, potentially 26 episodes, I'm good. I'm not maybe the biggest fan of the new animation style that they're using for Accelerator, but I'll let it slide. I would watch Tagaki, but I never watched the first season to my shame, so I can't. Up next is Dumbbell Kan Kilo Motoru, aka How Heavy Your Dumbbell. Another show that Funimation has that they're not dubbing, at least so far. It's very interesting as someone who did weightlifting. This show actually does portray this process as well as the advice very accurately. All of what they say is very true. How to do squats, basically eat, if you want to build up muscle, always eat a lot of fat because muscle is just fat. But you need to do that in order to like be able to gain it. Isekai Cheat Magician. Now, I actually have a friend who said that, oh hey, every season you gotta watch an Isekai, and this summer is just the summer of Isekais. I don't know if I might watch this one, I might not. I don't know, it depends. Hejina Senpai, Magical Senpai. Yeah, that one I'm also watching. Very goofy. Many people have made memes so far of memes on Reddit about the main girl, comparing her to Anna from Shin no Neta. It's very wacky. Another one I'm watching is Kanata no Astra, aka Are You Lost in Space? This one is available on Funimation. Its first episode is a whopping 48 minutes, so it really does take its time to establish itself. It's very interesting in its concept. And so far, it's a very dark show. I enjoy how, dark the characters themselves can be. Not all of them are friendly. There's only one who's positively a bubbly kind, and that's, you can kind of tell it would be the pink-haired one. This one, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Don't know if I'll watch that one. The tags are not enticing me, but I might just watch it for the lols. But probably not. Tsujo Kogeki ga Zentai Kogeki di Nikai Kogeki no Okasan wa Suki desu ka? aka Milk Isekai by JC Staff. It's an isekai about your mother by JC Staff. The concept alone sold me. So it's very strange, for some reason, him and his mother in a game world. I don't know. I'll see what I think by the first episode. Sonon desu ka, aka Are You Lost? This is another one of those shows where, oh hey, they're on a school trip, and then for some reason they get lost. Now this is the Eternal Beach episode show, basically. 4 high school girls got lost, stranded out in the ocean, and found an island. This is a survival show, and it's very cool in that way. The main girl, the one with the blonde hair that you see up front, is an expert in survival. She and her father have gotten stranded many times. So far, it seems very, fun in that sense that, they're portraying such an interesting side of survival through this character. Let's see, any other shows that I missed that I want to talk about? No, not so far. I might pick up a few more shows after I do this video, but it depends. I don't want to watch too much because I also tend to watch, other shows from other seasons. I'm in the midst currently of that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Interestingly enough, it has gotten OAD so far, so I've yet to watch that. Oh yeah, the other JC Staff one. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. Machikado Mozuka, a manga-based one. This is slice of life comedy magic. It's by JC Staff, so by obligation, I'm watching this one because I'm such a huge JC Staff fan. They do a lot of my favorite shows and have picked up a lot of my favorite shows. JC Staff doing too much work in the past year or so. Too many shows have been dumped on them when other directors can't be bothered. So props to them, and I'll be watching this just because, it looks interesting. And yeah, I hope that's all the shows that I plan to watch. Again, not guaranteed to watch all of them, but I do hope to watch a majority. I've also created a Twitter for this YouTube account, so I'll leave a link to it in the description. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.